my lecture. But I'll add a few points. Now I understand why the Kotler Marketing Group was rated #1 in marketing consulting. McKinsey was #2. So we are proud to be here. And I want to say that today is a very special day, not only for us, Milton and myself, but for the world. What happened today? A trade deal was signed between China and the United States. It's not a complete deal, but it's a win-win thinking. Trade deals never work. Tariffs never work. We need to work together, and the evidence is, look at the stock market today. The stock market is now 319 points higher because the news came out that we have a new deal, and I hope it gets better and better. Why shouldn't the two leading countries in the world, China and the United States, be partners in building more economic growth to solve the problem of poverty, of hunger? Our goal must be to make it a better world for everybody. I just published a new book. September 30th, I just published a book called Advancing the Common Good. Common good, not the good of the billionaires, not the good of one group, but how do we think about increasing the happiness of everybody and the prosperity of everybody? So let me share with you some thoughts. First of all, China's growth has been amazing. I was here 4 times. I was first here in the year 2006. You were just beginning to really start understanding not just politics, but business. And then I came in the year 2009. Why? Because there was a recession, a worldwide recession. And when I came, I shared my ideas through a book that I wrote called Chaotix. And that book describes what you do during a recession. How do you manage your resources in bad times? I came back in 2014, and I worked with Tencent, and I worked later with Hire, that brilliant company Hire, which is giving us a new decentralized model of business. And then I was here in 2015, so I'm very happy at the progress that China is making. Now, there's 3 things I can talk about: the history of marketing, today's marketing, and tomorrow's marketing. Just to tease you a little bit about tomorrow, it is possible that the consumer and the buyer become so smart that we don't need salesmen and we don't need advertising. The internet allows a customer to learn so much. Not only just the internet, but the Facebook and talking to others. The customer knows what he wants and should buy without a salesman and without an ad. Now, what is marketing? in the future if there's no need for salesmen and no need for advertising? I guess it leaves marketing one job: to manage the word of mouth. The most effective advertising comes from friends, people who've experienced the product, and you can trust what they say about their experience. And we're even beginning to learn new methods of managing or influencing word of mouth. I can give you an example. Suppose I make wine. I'm introducing a new wine in the market. The best thing I could do is find out who are the influencers of wine choice. And I will find that there are certain people who are respected for knowing so much about wine and having such a wine network that I will present a gift of my wine to an influencer and hope he likes it, because if he not only likes it but loves it, my job is done. I don't need advertising, I don't need salesmen, and I'm not even paying him. He is so happy with the wine, he's happy to talk about it. So marketing will change. Marketing will change. And let's go back a little bit. On the history of marketing. Let me just say, before we talk about this, that marketing is a young discipline, not more than 115 years old. The market itself is millions of years old in the sense that people often had something in surplus that they wanted to sell. We've always had the word markets. You go back to ancient Greece, and they called it the agora, where the people got together to buy and sell. Selling has been around since Adam and Eve. Ever since the snake convinced Eve to convince Adam to eat the apple, we had selling. But selling is only part of what became marketing. Selling is simple. The product already exists. Your job is just to find customers. Marketing is more important, to decide whether you should make the product. What should you make? What are you good at? What markets have a need that you can satisfy? Once you make the product, of course you use salespeople and advertising and pricing. Now, this chart, and I hope you have a copy of it because I won't go through the details. What it shows is that marketing is a very changing field. New ideas, new concepts come up. And you can even do it by decade. That's what I'm showing you. The growth of marketing theory. The reason I write my